Welcome back to Your Hour. Coming up in a little bit, we're going to hear from Stacy Johnson of Money Talks. He's going to talk a little bit about bankruptcy and how those laws affect people.
That's big right now. And other big things happening in the news, we're going to hear from R.J. Dickens.
Candidates get in the last day of campaigning. Good afternoon and thanks for joining us. I'm R.J. Dickens. It's 47 degrees at Wichita's Mid-Continent Airport. Here's what you'll be talking about this afternoon. Tomorrow is primary election day for City Council and school board candidates. Incumbent Wichita Mayor Carlos Mayans has 6 challengers in tomorrow's election. 8 candidates have filed to replace the late Bob Martz in the District 5 position on the Wichita City Council, while incumbent Sue Schlapp has 5 opponents in District 2, and incumbent Paul Gray will face 4 challengers in District 4. 2 primaries loom for the 4 positions on the Wichita USD 259 Board of Education. Incumbent Kevis Harding has 4 challengers for the at-large position, while voters in District 3 will winnow down 3 choices to replace outgoing board member Sarah Skelton. Advanced voting closed at noon today at the Sedgwick County Election Commissioner's office, so if you haven't voted yet, you'll have to go to your regular polling place tomorrow. Polls will be open from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m., and you can join us tomorrow night beginning at 7 for Wichita's most complete and only interactive election coverage. Tomorrow's Wichita City Council meeting could be short due to the large consent agenda, but it may not be anything but sweet. Council members are scheduled to review the replat of the proposed development at 53rd North and Meridian that would include a Walmart supercenter. Also on the planning agenda are a proposed duplex development at 29th and Arkansas, an office development near New Market Square, and a family video store near Central and West. Sitting as the airport authority, the council will consider a $40,000 consulting contract with Sabre. Kansas U.S. Senator Sam Brownback is in Spartanburg, South Carolina today to meet with Republican Party activists as he continues his push for the 2008 Republican nomination for president. At this hour, Brownback is at a joint appearance with South Carolina Congressman James Inglis, one of the prosecutors of the impeachment of President Bill Clinton. Governor Kathleen Sebelius told a national television audience yesterday the war in Iraq requires a political solution. Heavy deployment of Kansas National Guard soldiers has created equipment shortages in the state. Sebelius, chairwoman of the Democratic Governors Association, answered questions from viewers on C-SPAN's Washington Journal program about war, wind energy, college tuition, rock music, and her own political future. The governor, who is scheduled to meet with President Bush today, along with governors from other states, spoke about needing to negotiate a resolution in Iraq where more than 3,150 U.S. soldiers have died since 2003. Wichita police are looking for 2 men who pushed through the front door of a Riverside home around 9 p.m. Saturday night. The intruders forced a 56-year-old man into the basement and tied him up with electrical cord and duct tape. The men blindfolded a 62-year-old woman and took her to an ATM where she was forced to withdraw money. The woman was placed in the trunk of the vehicle and the men fled. She freed herself and drove to a business where she contacted police. It's 49 degrees under clear skies at the KCTU studios in downtown Wichita. Taking a look at current conditions. Winds are from the north at 9 miles per hour. Relative humidity is 54%. And the barometric pressure is 29.82 inches. Storm Predator 5 radar shows no activity. It's 150-mile sweep. Your Storm Predator 5 cast for Wichita and south central Kansas. This afternoon, clearing, highs in the mid-50s. Tonight, mostly clear, lows near 30. And for Tuesday, mostly sunny, highs near 60. On Wall Street, the major averages remain mixed at midday. At noon Eastern, the Dow Jones Industrial Average was down 3 3/4 to 12,644. The Nasdaq was down 9 1/4 to 2506. The Standard & Poor's 500 was off slightly at 1451, and the KCTU River City Index of South Central Kansas' 20 largest publicly traded employers was down $4.08 to 873.41. Here's a look at stocks of local interest. In sports, Wichita State will open Valley Tournament play as the number 6 seed, taking on Missouri State and St. Louis. Tip-off will be at 1 Thursday afternoon. And finally, more YouTube misadventures are going under investigation by Massachusetts authorities after they received reports that 3 youths videotaped themselves spitting into library books and inserting the books into their pants. According to police, the boys made the videotapes during recent visits to the Merrick Public Library and then posted the videotapes on the popular website. Police say the youths may also have videotaped patrons without their permission over about 2 weeks through February 20th. The boys are all under 16, so police did not release their names. Police said they posted the videos at youtube.com and then deleted the material on Tuesday when authorities began the investigation. Brookfield Police Chief Ross Ackerman says his department made copies of 6 videos that were posted on YouTube before their disappearance from the website. He says the department has more than 15 minutes of video as evidence. Well, there you have it. Don't forget to join Bob Knight tonight at 7 o'clock for the River City Forum. Of course, join us tomorrow night for complete election coverage beginning at 7. And, of course, we've got a lot more coming up with Royals baseball coming up this spring. And, of course, we'll be back with Stacy Johnson and Money Talks talking about bankruptcy when your hour returns.
Well, election coverage night is so exciting.
Yes, it is. Well, the primary, we'll be paying attention to it. Of course, we won't be here for that. We have other commitments. And but we'll be able to watch on Channel 5.
Really? Yeah. Well, I do want to say because Channel 5, we get our information directly off the internet, and it's quick. I mean, really, as soon as the results are available, we have them. So
that's right.
That's really nice. Anyway, we'll be back with Stacy Johnson of Money Talks in just a couple of minutes.